Today on Sports Card Investor, the number one sports card investment I'm making right now. And it's certainly not what you think.
My name is Geoff Wilson. By day, I invest in tech companies. And at night, I invest in sports cards. Join me on my journey to profit from the hobby we all love.
Sports card investors, and welcome to another episode. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope this makes it even better because today we're going to go behind the scenes. You're going to get a little bit of inside information. I'm pulling back the curtain and I am sharing with you what I am investing most in right now because I am convinced that this is the best sports card investment there is right now. It is the best thing that you could be investing in right now as well. What do you think it is? What do you think I'm going to tell you? Do you think I am going to say the number one sports card investment right now is to buy LeBron James? Do you think that's what I'm going to say? He's coming off of another title. He just won one with the Lakers. Am I going to tell you to buy LeBron James cards? I like LeBron James. I like investing in his cards. He's not my number one investment right now. Maybe it's a guy who's going to have a good shot at the basketball title next year. Maybe it's a little bit more of an up-and-comer with title potential. Maybe it's Giannis. I like Giannis. I own a lot of Giannis. I'm buying more Giannis. But Giannis is not my number one investment right now. No, it's none of those guys. And I'll tell you, could I be crazy enough to tell you about Lonzo Ball? Could I? No. It's not Lonzo Ball. The second Lonzo Ball appears, the comments are already flooding in below on my YouTube video. Oh my God, Geoff's recommending Lonzo Ball again. What is right? No. I like Lonzo Ball. I own a lot of Lonzo Ball, but no. Lonzo Ball is not my number one investment right now. You're welcome, haters. You're welcome. It's none of those. But what is it? My number one investment right now is something a little different. This is my number one investment right now. And not just that, but this and that 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 and all of that. All of that. Sealed wax. Sealed boxes, sealed cases, sealed hobby boxes, sealed boxes of all types, sealed cases of all type. That is where I'm actually putting most of my money right now. And as I have become a more seasoned sealed wax investor, I have become convinced that sealed wax is actually a better investment long-term than the sports cards themselves. Yes, I believe that. Instead of 2003 Topps LeBron James rookie cards, I would rather have a sealed box of 2003 Topps basketball. Instead of 2013 Prism Giannis rookie cards, I would rather have a sealed box of 2013 Prism, etc. It goes on and on and on. Now, why is this? Why? Why would I rather be buying boxes than individual cards? And don't get me wrong, I like individual cards too. I own a ton of individual cards. I'm going to continue to buy individual cards, but I think the sealed boxes are a better investment. And here's why. Over time, sealed boxes, sealed cases, sealed wax gets more and more scarce. And it has an inverse effect to the cards themselves, because as sealed wax gets more and more scarce, the cards themselves become more and more common. The population counts go up. Think about it. There's only so many boxes left in existence of 2012 basketball cards that are sealed. And by the way, 2012 sealed wax is my favorite wax to buy. And that is why I bought a case of 2012 Panini Select basketball. That is a big investment of mine. That is also why just this last week on eBay, I bought a case of 2012 National Treasures basketball, unopened, sealed case of 2012 National Treasures basketball. And it is also why behind me, this is all 2012 here. This is all 2012 right there. That's all 2012 over there. I have a lot of sealed boxes and cases from 2012 basketball. I like 2012 in particular because it has an absolutely incredible rookie class. You've got Anthony Davis, you've got Kawhi Leonard, you've got Damian Lillard, you've got Kyrie Irving, you've got Draymond Green, you've got Bradley Beal. The list goes on and on. The 2012 rookie class was absolutely incredible. But here's the thing. There are only so many sealed, unopened boxes of 2012 Select or 2012 Prism or 2012 National Treasures left in the world. And guess what happens every time one of those boxes is opened? The total population of those boxes goes down. No more will ever be made. So the product inherently, sealed wax inherently becomes more scarce over time because some people open the boxes and therefore there is less of them ever existing that are sealed. At the same moment in time that somebody opens up a sealed box, the cards in that box enter the general population of cards available from that year. Many of them will get submitted off to grading, and therefore the population counts will rise. So over time, let's take, for example, this 2012 case of Select sealed wax that I have here. Over time, this case will inherently become more and more valuable as more 2012 Select boxes are open and less of them exist in the world. Yet conversely, the population count of 2012 rookie cards of Anthony Davis, of Kawhi Leonard, and all of those other great players will go up as people open those boxes and send the rookie cards off to get graded. So if you want to give me the choice of the rookie cards or the sealed box, I'll take the one that's going to become more scarce over time instead of the one that's going to become more common over time. And it's for that reason I'm buying sealed wax of everything. It's not just 2012 basketball. I am buying sealed wax from every year of basketball that I can get my hands on in recent memory. I mean, even right over here, I've got 2015 sealed wax, 2017 sealed wax, 2018 sealed wax, 2019 sealed wax. I've got boxes of this. I've got cases of this. And it's not just basketball. I'm doing this across other sports as well. In fact, here I bought 2018 football Select sealed case here. So I can get the rookie class, the Josh Allen, the Lamar Jackson, those types of players. And I'm not just doing it in the expected sports, I'm doing it in other sports as well. For example, soccer. I'm a big fan of Christian Pulisic and the 2016 soccer sets. But instead of buying a lot of his cards individually, I'm buying 2016 Select Soccer sealed cases. And I'm also buying 2018 Prism sealed cases. And it's not just soccer either. Even some off-the-wall stuff. I'm buying UFC sealed boxes and thinking that maybe these will become more popular over time. Now, of course, here's one absolute key. If you're going to do any of this, you must keep these boxes sealed. You must not give in to the temptation of ripping this box open and bringing the cards out. The moment you do that, you are no longer investing in sealed wax. It has turned from an investment into a gamble, into a casino slot machine the second you rip this open and pull the things out and start opening them. You can't do it. And there are people that do not have the discipline. Look, it is hard. It is hard to sit in this studio every single day and to be surrounded with sealed wax boxes behind me and to not open those boxes. That is difficult. And if you would run into challenges with temptation, I get it and I understand it, but then investing in sealed wax is not for you. But if you are going to be disciplined about it and you want to invest for the long term, then I honestly believe sealed wax is a great way to go. Another thing that I really like, there's more things I like about sealed wax. I also like the fact that sealed wax is essentially a mutual fund of all of the players in that year's rookie class. So let's take, for example, this most recent basketball year. Let's take, for example, 2019-20 basketball. So actually, here's a select sealed first off the line box from 2019-20 basketball that I have. So I could buy the individual cards of Zion and Ja and other players from that rookie class. I could pick the guys who I think are going to do the best, or I could buy sealed wax. And then what sealed wax does for me is that as new stars unexpectedly emerge, for example, Tyler Hero, his crazy, incredible run with the Miami Heat during the playoffs, this box will go up in value because there's a lot of heat around Tyler Hero. If I were buying the cards individually, maybe I wouldn't have bought Tyler Hero's cards. A great example as well, let's stick with the Miami Heat. I have a bunch of 2017 basketball cards, but I didn't have any Bam Adebayo. But thankfully, I have some 2017 sealed wax. And so when I was watching the Miami Heat play and I was watching Bam Adebayo tear it up, I knew, hey, that's great because I've got 2017 wax that's going to benefit as this guy does well on the court. It's like a mutual fund. You get the benefit of any player from that year starting to go up and starting to appreciate. That's another thing I like about it. Here's another thing. Breakers. Card breaking is huge. Online breaks are huge. I like participating in the online breaks. They're fun. It's entertainment. It's only going to get bigger. As more and more new people come into this hobby, online card breaks are only going to get bigger. Just ask the breakers today what their sales are like, and they will tell you, oh my gosh, it has been a crazy explosion of people ordering from online breakers over the last year, of how popular they have become. And folks, it's only going to continue to go up. Breaking cards, it is the ultimate form of gambling. Let's be honest. Buying into an expensive break and watching them break the cards out, it's got a gambling element to it. It's fun as can possibly be. It's pure entertainment. It's wonderful. I like it. I do it for fun. It's not a good investment to buy into breaks, but it sure is a heck of a lot of fun. And I do it for entertainment. And more people are going to continue to do that for entertainment. And guess what? The breakers their whole business is predicated upon them being able to acquire sealed wax. Which means you've got a whole group of people out there who want to do nothing but get their hands on sealed wax and consume sealed wax. And it's not just the current year stuff they want to get. They want to get stuff from prior years as well so that they can provide entertaining choices of breaks for their clients. They want to get their hands on some 2012 basketball so that they can break that and see, can they pull an Anthony Davis card or a Kawhi card, etc. So you have this constant demand from breakers to buy this stuff, but when they buy it, they open it and then it goes away and then they have to buy more. But now there's less supply on the market and it's a constant cycle and the supply is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And those of you that are holding the supply, that supply is likely to get more and more and more and more valuable. And I think breaking's only getting bigger, which means I think there's only going to be further demands on the supply of sealed wax. Unlike buying individual cards, when a box is opened with sealed wax, it's done. It's out of circulation. It no longer exists. It cannot be resold again once it has actually been opened by a breaker. It's a one-time deal. And that inherently gives it the opportunity to be more valuable. And then you also have the aspect that sealed wax in general, there are people who will buy expensive boxes just for the thrill of opening them. And there will always be that. There will always be the people who love to walk in to the casino in Las Vegas and sit down at the blackjack table or sit down in the slot machines and make a ridiculous bet and put the money on the line, or, put the $50,000 bet on the roulette table and see if black hits and they get their money out of it. Those same people are the same ones who are going to buy a $20,000 sealed box and open it for the entertainment value, for the gamble, for the rush of seeing what comes out of that box. Trust me, it is fun as heck. But once again, that means that if you're holding sealed wax, the supply is going to continue to dwindle and you are going to have something that becomes more and more valuable. I'm all in on sealed wax. I'm going to continue to buy individual cards as well, most certainly. I love buying individual cards because I love looking at the cards. I love collecting the cards. I love seeing the cards. I love feeling the cards. It is not nearly as sexy to have a room filled with, cardboard boxes as it is, cards that look like that. So I get it. Therefore, I'm going to continue to do both because I love the card game as well. But really, if I had to place my money only on one for the long term, sealed wax is where I would go. Now, a couple of thoughts about maybe why sealed wax may not be right for you. Couple of thoughts there. So one is it's really more of a long-term play, right? Cards you can flip more easily. Cards, if a player has a hot game or two, his card may double. Sealed wax is not going to double overnight the same way that a player's card could double overnight. But a player going up is going to help the price of sealed wax. It's just not going to escalate normally quite as quickly. So if you're into flipping, if you're into short term, if you don't have the finances to buy and hold for a long period of time, then sealed wax may not be your best bet. Also, sealed wax is difficult to store. It takes up a lot of room. That's a challenge. And you have to obviously care for it, right? It's not as easy to, cards are easier to put into a drawer. Sealed wax, you got to really have a plan for what you're doing with it. It's harder to ship, which also is another reason why it's not as good to flip. It's expensive to ship these big boxes and it's difficult and you got to deal with them. It's much easier to drop a card in a bubble envelope and sell it and ship it off that way. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, there's the temptation to open it. You've got to fight that temptation. You can't let yourself open it. And it's just not as sexy to say, hey, I got a big collection of cardboard boxes, sealed, boring cardboard. No one gets excited about your collection of sealed cases the same way that they get excited about your, Juan Soto autograph rookie cards, right? So there are disadvantages to sealed wax. 100%. It's not for everybody. But for me, it is where I really think you're going to do better in the long, long term. I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Are you investing in sealed wax? Have you thought about investing in sealed wax? What do you think of what I said today? And I want to let you know that within Market Movers Pro, you can track the price of sealed wax. We have a feature called Chart Sealed Wax in Market Movers Pro that goes back and looks at sealed wax sales from the last 90 days. It supports all kinds of different cases and boxes. hobby boxes, blaster boxes, retail boxes, all kinds of different boxes. So if you get serious about looking at sealed wax from an investment standpoint, then you're going to want to use market movers, because that's the best way to get a sense of the market and how the prices of sealed wax is trending. And you can check out market movers by going to sportscardinvestor.com and clicking on market movers in the main menu bar. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts today. I look forward to seeing what you have to say. If you have not yet subscribed on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon right now. I look forward to reading your comments. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you back soon with my next episode. Take care.